viewers come? YouTube is traditionally driven by search, but the new vision involves a kind of much more of a Hulu model or an iTunes model, where it's really more about browsing than it is searching, so that you'll go and see categories of channels, and will the viewers follow? That's not really clear. And I think the extra piece is, do channels even mean anything? Because there are no barriers between one channel and another. Certain pieces of content, I'm trying to find another word for content, by the way, so if anyone has that too, I'm sort of sick of it, even though I use it. The boundaries and borders of channels are shifting and morphing, and will viewers even care that something is a channel, or will each individual piece of content have to stand on its own? And then will viewers start using YouTube in a different way, especially now that the increasing hope is that interactive TVs will allow people to watch YouTube on their televisions, or increasingly they will, in the same way that Netflix moved from a DVD business to a streaming business. What does that mean creatively? And then how do we as creators come up with something that makes sense in your browser, that makes sense on your tablet, that makes sense on your smartphone, and makes sense on your TV? And how do you create an organized channel so that they're coherent and make sense on all of these platforms? Or do you not? Do you just give up? And in a world where an irritating citrus fruit is a star, what do you define as good? And I think that once you go through the looking glass into the YouTube universe, your value system starts to shift, and defining what's good becomes very different than what it has been for traditional television. And I think it's wit, brevity, irreverence, brashness, loudness, many of the things that no longer really are important on cable TV. So the 5-year plan, where is this all headed? Our hope is that we're at the beginning of a major new platform, something that ultimately will change viewers' viewing habits and be revolutionary. I think most of the channels are going to go bust. This really is the California gold rush in digital form. None of us can really claim that we absolutely know what we're doing. A lot of these things are going to die, but then like zombies, a lot more are going to keep coming, because this is where it's headed. I think that as I said before, the growth of cost cutting will pressure cable and satellite, because as more people cut cords and start engaging with content solely on a digital basis, on an IP basis, there's going to be less money around to pay cable networks. And that's going to severely pressure the weaker and unconglomeratized networks, to the point that they may get forced off systems, which is already starting to happen, obviously, but will increasingly happen.